right, and we are back. Retro Myrtle Beach guy, and we're in downtown Myrtle Beach.
This is absolutely insane.
Are they going to work right now? You don't have flights.
Faster, we gotta get a line.
Stay inside, and if you see flames, call 911.
That's my house right there.
So now that it's really starting to hit national media, I guess y'all are well aware that Myrtle Beach is on fire. Yes, there are wildfires in the Myrtle Beach area. This is something that I guess isn't being explained as clearly. It's across the bridge. It's over in sort of like the suburbs away from Myrtle Beach on the west side. Everything here is pretty much still the same. Now this is still really concerning to us locals because a lot of our friends live out that way. Foodie Babe had to have her house evacuated at like 2 a.m. in the morning. Cops showing up at her door telling you gotta get out. You know, that's scary stuff. Out that way is where a lot of folks who work in the area live because it's, you know, a little easier and cheaper and quieter. But yeah, since the fires hit the national media, we've had a tremendous outpouring of support from, you know, fans, people emailing us, making sure me and Kat are okay, which we really appreciate. And we've been, you know, taking all those good wishes and imparting them onto our first responders who are out there getting the job done. But the fires are nowhere near contained. We're really lucky because the wind has changed, and so the smoke's being blown to the west. So besides like a little lingering bonfire smell that you get occasionally, there's not really any way of knowing about it besides watching the news to find out. And they've been flying Chinooks, Blackhawks, airplanes, everything, just to bring water to these sites, which has been really helpful. They've been filling up the intercoastal waterway and I think the ocean as well. I thought I saw a video of that as well. It's been crazy. But yeah, our community's been banding together, showing support for the firefighters specifically. We have a lot of other supporting firehouses who came out. They've been sending pizza, bottled water, all that kind of stuff out to the site to kind of brighten the situation a little bit for them.
Praying for these guys.
I've also had a lot of people asking, is this going to affect vacation plans? You know, should they still book a trip here? That kind of stuff. And, you know, yeah, nothing here has changed at all. And I'm sure, considering the devastation that we're going to be experiencing, that, you know, a little economic support from our fellow citizens would be much appreciated. But there's a lot of places in the Carolinas that still need your help, so I'm not here to pick and choose. We're extremely lucky because so far, people got to go back to their houses. There haven't been any structure fires. It got really, really close, as you can see, but
crews were able to keep these massive flames away from homes over the weekend.
Yeah, so far it's all just been woods and stuff, which is also nice because you don't have to worry about like toxic chemicals in the smoke. It's roughly the equivalent of just like being in close proximity to a regular bonfire. You know, it's mostly just pine trees burning up. But yeah, we woke up at it's about 3-4 a.m. Heard the baby crying. Started getting out of bed, and I'm like, it smells like smoke. What the heck? And then I go out into the, you know, living room, and there's smoke in the living room. I had to turn off the heat because it was bringing it in from outside. I opened the door, and it was smoke everywhere. The whole neighborhood covered in smoke. Which freaked me out a little bit. But luckily I tuned in to Ed Piotrowski, giving us a post, let us know it was just like the low atmosphere or something was trapping all the smoke down at the ground level, and it was just nuts. It looked like your regular sea fog that you get in the morning, but when you go outside you realize it wasn't fog at all. That is not fog that you're seeing in the background. That is smoke. Kind of nuts. But yeah, a lot of places were reporting it yesterday and the day before. But luckily, it appears to be dissipating now due to the westerly winds. I'm probably trying to sound scientific and I'm not in any way, but this is the rough understanding that I have of the situation. Everybody's messages of support has been really appreciated here. We really appreciate everyone checking on us. But yeah, we're extremely lucky. No one's been hurt as far as I know. As of last I checked earlier today, there was not any structures that have been damaged. I think there was some of the siding on some of the houses might have like rippled and melted a little, but it's crazy. You would see literally the grass would be on fire going all the way to the house, and the house was spared.
The time that you go and try to find an extinguisher or a water source, it's already beyond control.
Very lucky. So yeah, that's the situation here in Myrtle Beach. But yeah, as you see, I mean, business as usual for the most part. I mean, everyone's sort of, you know, got the firefighters in their thoughts, obviously, and been doing what we can to support them here and there. But yeah, I mean, none of the tourist areas would be affected in any way. Unless you're planning on coming here on vacation and hanging out in the woods behind the suburbs, it's not gonna affect your plans in any way. So yeah, just kind of wanted to inform y'all. I know it's been on everyone's mind, and we've been seeing a lot of questions in the groups and whatnot, you know. Nobody trying to be insensitive, obviously, but concerned about their, you know, their hard-earned money goes to getting these vacations every year. So it's understandable, you know. Yeah, you can see there's still people playing football on the beach, flying kites, playing volleyball. It's pretty much business as usual. It's a little overcast today, which usually isn't the best thing, except that we really need this storm that's supposed to be coming tomorrow to help quell the fires. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, things are just running as usual here. All that stuff is so far off, and besides the morning phenomenon with the smoke, it's not something you would even notice here, other than the overwhelming outpouring of support that, you know, the community and specifically our first responders have been receiving. And the air quality, you know, has been fine the last couple days, especially during the day, so it's not anything to worry about. You know, I'm kind of a nut about that sort of stuff, and I certainly wouldn't be out here with Jimmy if there was anything to worry about. Oh yeah, say what's up, Bubby. Say hi. Say hey. But yeah, we're just out here at the beach, hanging out today. Another crazy thing, big ups to Larry's Auto at Northgate Boulevard for digging us out of this one. The exact same day that we load the Corvair up on the trailer. Oh. I'm hanging out with the boys, and I look back at the van and I'm like, hey, what's that? Some sort of fluid underneath my tire and underneath my engine. So I realized my brakes are leaking, as well as a huge leak from the engine. Tons of oil leaking out into the driveway. Since it's a brake problem and I'm not equipped to do that in my driveway. I was like, well, I'm just tow it off to the shop. Cross my fingers about that oil leak, because I've been here before, guys. Get it off to the shop. Larry calls me up himself. The filter was just loose. It was just dumping oil. So we got that fixed. I literally drove around for like 15 minutes. Not a spot under the car. It's been a while since I've had a car in the driveway that doesn't drip oil onto the driveway. Landlord, hope you're not watching. I cleaned it up. But yeah, it's been a little challenging. I haven't had any vehicle for the last like 4 or 5 days since they took the van. Just got it back. Yeah, again, thanks to the guys at Larry's Auto, because really took care of me there. I needed everything. A whole new brake assembly on all 4 wheels, apparently. And figuring out that oil leak wasn't the end of the van. I also received signs of life from our mechanics. Gave it a nice bath. Sent me pics. Doesn't she look pretty? I miss that car. Now she's not gonna be ready for Run to the Sun, but at least I'll have something classic to drive there, right? I wouldn't actually even be allowed to enter the van in the show. I think it's 89 and before, so it's a 94. Goodness. All right, well, and after being stuck in the house for like 5 days, I've got a date with the grocery store. So until next time.
In Myrtle Beach, polish up your ride for the ultimate week. Polish it up. It's time for a week of American steel.
More than 4,000 cars.
Run to the sun. It's the best sound you'll ever hear. The best week of the year. Run to the sun in Myrtle Beach.